The brake hold system problem error message in a Honda car, it's pretty common thing that happens with the vehicles with electronic parking brake, EPB system. So when the EPB system is not okay, it may send you several messages, but one of them will be the brake hold system problem. So what is the brake hold? The brake hold is the special function in Honda cars, in modern Honda cars with electronic parking brakes, and this function actually tells your computer, tells the brain of your car to hold your vehicle in brakes when you stop and release the brake pedal. There is a special button near the EPB button. You can press this button and you will see the green light telling you that the hold is activated. And then when your car stops, you can just release the brake pedal and your car will be on the brake. It will not roll, it will not creep. And once you press the gas pedal, you will start going, so the brakes will release. This is how it works in the ideal world, but there is a problem, and the Honda electronic parking brake system is not that reliable. When you see the brake hold system problem, you can also see hill start assist problem, brake warning light, and some other issues that are connected with the electronic parking brake and its systems. So what can you do? First of all, you can try checking the battery. The 12-volt battery in your Honda can actually trigger a lot of messages, including the messages connected with the electronic parking brake. So I would start with checking if the 12-volt battery is okay. If it's 4 or 5 years old, maybe you will try at least charge it. And if it's not charging or charging very fast, maybe you will want to buy the new battery. Now, if the battery is okay, you may try to engage and disengage the electronic parking brake several times, because this electronic parking brake has the special motor in the rear brakes, and this motor moves the pads. So instead of like in older cars, you had the lever to move the parking brake, it was connected with the metal wire to the brakes. Now you don't have this connection. This electronic parking brake button is just a button, electronic button, that sends the signal to this motor, and the motor does the job. So maybe this motor didn't disengage, or maybe the last time you tried to engage it, it didn't engage, and the brain understands that there is a problem, and it sends you this hill start assist, brake hold system problem, and other messages and warning lights. So what you can do is try to engage and disengage it several times, and maybe the problem will disappear. Also, sometimes it's quite rare, but it can be that the ABS sensor, one of the ABS sensors, gives you this problem, and you will need to replace or maybe check if all the sensors are connected. Maybe it's some issue with the wiring or something. But usually when it comes to ABS, it's not a DIY thing, so maybe you better go to a good repair shop or to the dealership to try and solve the problem there. Also, don't forget that your Honda may have two 12-volt batteries. One is the main battery, and there may be the auxiliary battery. And if you have the auxiliary battery, it's very important to check that auxiliary battery, because it actually can be in charge of the problem, because it can operate the electronic parking brake. So check the auxiliary battery, and don't forget that it also needs to be replaced every 5 years or something like that. So before you go to the dealership with this brake hold system problem, check your batteries and check and try to disengage and engage the parking brake several times, and maybe trying to turn your car off and on several times and see if the problem disappears. If it doesn't disappear, you obviously need to get your car scanned, inspected, and for this you really should go to the dealership or any repair shop that works with Honda cars.